Hello everyone, I am Chad. Ashley's outside. If you don't know us, we are ouRVan, and this is our channel. Full-time travelers, generally on a budget. Try to do as much as we can for free. And tell you what we're doing today, sticking to that tradition. We are on the Oregon coast. We're about at the halfway point, mid-Oregon, right on the ocean. We're leaving a spot we're at today, and we're going to be searching for some free camping in what I believe is going to be a very difficult area to find free camping. Show you how we do it, and take you on the journey for finding a couple free camping spots. Also, gonna make a couple really cool stops on the way. There's one on the coast, maybe our first stop, maybe not. We'll see what we come up upon. I believe it's called something along the lines of Natural Bridge area. It's right on the coast, looks beautiful, a bunch of sea stacks. Check that out first, and yeah, find a bunch of fun stuff, and hopefully a couple cool places to spend the night tonight. So let's hit the road and get back on this adventure. Buddy! What are you eating? Buddy, inside. Let's go. Let's go, bud. Come on. Alright, we actually found the Natural Bridges area that I mentioned before. It's called, this whole area, like probably about a 10-mile stretch of coast, just a little bit north of Brookings, Oregon. It's called Samuel H. Boardman State Scenic Area, State Scenic Byway, something like that. And there's a bunch of pull-offs all along the way here. This one is called the Natural Bridge Overlook. Take a peek. You can see the sign right there. Bang, bang. And it looks like this spot is going to be incredibly scenic. So we're going to take a walk down, take a look, and we will show you some beautiful coastline here. Hard to tell, but it looks like there's actually an area where you can walk out onto the bridge out there. Kind of looks like there's a path out on it. So we're gonna go see if we could walk to it. Looks like a big downhill here. Alright, made it down to where you can walk on the Natural Bridge here. It's coming up right ahead of us. Whew. Yep, wouldn't want to slip there. That is a ledge. It's pretty scary, if I'm being honest. Well, this Natural Bridge area is awesome. From the ground, from the sky. It's cool all around. Bunch of hiking trails all through this Natural Bridge area. And yeah, it's really cool. A lot of sea stacks, a lot of cool views. Just look right here to my right. Just look at that, come on.
Alright, so we wrapped up that hike. That was an awesome stop. Beautiful views the whole way through the trail. Someone actually told us that we passed Poison Oak. Don't even know. Don't feel itchy, so I think we're okay. Alright, so we're going to move on and we're going to try to find a spot to camp tonight. If you don't know what we use to find our boondocking campsites, we basically use two different apps, usually. One being ouRVan and the other one being ouRVan. So we always check those two and we go back and forth pretty much because some will have spots that the other doesn't.
So using those apps Ashley just mentioned, we actually found a spot that we think we're going to stay. It's about 15 miles roughly down the road past here. It's actually just out of Oregon into California, and it is a casino that says you could just pull in and stay. A lot of casinos around here, there's a bunch of them all up this coast. Some say you have to like go in and sign up for a Players Club card and then they'll let you stay. This one actually says just pull in, no reservations needed, nothing needed. You can stay up to 3 nights. So we're gonna go check that out. If it looks good, we're gonna spend the night there.
Also along this drive, there has been multiple stops that looks like people are camping on pullouts. On the pullouts that we've seen, there have been some signs that say no overnight parking, very clearly you can't stay there, and then there are some that don't have any signs, which is where you see all the campers, all the van lifers, and I guess that could have been an option, but we really wanted to make it to this scenic area today, and so yeah, we're gonna keep on going down the road.
Alright, we are officially back into California.
Alright.
Stopped at a Fred Meyer on the way in, which if you don't know what it is, it's owned by Kroger. It's basically it's like a superstore. It's like a Walmart, Home Depot, grocery store, outdoor store, all combined in one. Pretty cool. Also got gas there while we were still in Oregon, because gas is much cheaper. Always buy gas before you come into California. Made it to the, can't see any signs of it yet, but it's called the Lucky 7 Casino, and it's about 2 miles into California off the 101. So we're gonna spend the night here, and then, yeah, I don't know. Go see some redwoods tomorrow, maybe? We'll see.
Good morning, everyone. So last night we stayed at the Lucky 7 Casino, and it went really well. Lots of RVs showed up after us, so that always gives us that extra security feeling. So it went well. It's funny how we haven't done any parking lot sleeping in a while, so it felt kind of nice. And so yeah, other than that, I wanted to share with you guys the apps we use that we mentioned yesterday, the ouRVan and ouRVan. I wanted to show you on our phone so you can kind of see how it works and decide if you like it and maybe you can use it in the future. So let's start with ouRVan first. So this is the app right there. And so you have a few things going on here. Let me zoom in a little. So the main thing is the map. So you can do check-in where you can add places yourself and they can add it to the map. You see where we are. It drops a little pin for you. And that's pretty much how this app works, and it tells you, it has reviews and everything once you click on the locations. Like this one is closed, but I will show you, you can click it and you can read the reviews on it, and that's pretty much how that works. Then the other app I was going to show you real quick is ouRVan. Same thing. So that is the app right there. Same concept. You can do search nearby. It might not work because I don't have service. Yeah, no. So this is the other app. Right now I don't have service, but when you do search nearby, a map will also pop up and show you all the spots, just kind of like ouRVan. Like I said, they're both really good to use because one might have a spot that the other one doesn't, so we kind of bounce back and forth between the two. ouRVan is mostly used for like parking lots, like Walmarts and things like that, while ouRVan is really used for like boondocking in the wild and in the forest and things like that. So they're both great, recommend both, and that's pretty much how we do most of our free camping. So the plan was that we were just going to stay here one night and pretty much hit the road in the morning and move on towards the Redwoods National Forest. But we found out that there is a state park called Jedediah Smith and it's full of redwoods. So we thought we could stay here another day, check out that park, see some more redwoods, and then move on tomorrow. So that is what we're going to do today. We are just going to go and explore this park and go see what we could see. Fun fact of the day, when you look at these redwoods, when they have the grayish bark, that is old aged bark, and the bark that looks red is just fresh and young, and it's eventually going to turn into that gray bark.
Let's take a look, Ashley. Show us what you're talking about.
All right. I hope the camera could show it. But you see some red bark over here. I don't see any gray. That must be a young tree.
Well, it's a very fresh tree.
Yeah. All right, let's try it right here. This one looks a little gray. Right here.
I think that's moss.
Is that moss? You picked a bad tree to show you. Let's find a better tree to show you what we mean.
Anyways, that's the fact.
Alright, that was South Grove Trail. It was about a half-mile loop, and it was pretty nice. A nice little taste of the redwoods. And we're gonna go venture off and find something else to do.
There were some very nice redwoods here on this trail, but not very big ones. I think redwoods get much bigger than the ones we were looking at. These were the middle-aged redwoods, not the real old ones. So hopefully farther down the road a little bit, we'll see some bigger ones too. All right, we made it back from the Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. It was cool seeing some redwoods. I think we've got a lot more up ahead. We actually got back to the casino just now. Decided to hit the road real late because we just noticed another free camping spot that we didn't before. It was actually also on ouRVan, luckily. We didn't think there were any of the roadside pull-offs that you could stay overnight at once you got into California. We were thinking that was only an Oregon thing, but we actually just found one that's a lot closer to the actual national park area of the redwoods. So we're gonna cruise down there and check out that free camping spot for the night also. So we'll bring you along with us. Hopefully we make it before sunset. Not sure if we will, but we're gonna roll down the road about 30 miles here. So let's go check it out. Looks like we're just gonna catch the end of the sunset here. It's gonna go quick, so let's take a look.
sunset I've ever seen, but definitely the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. And I can't wait to have this out my window for the night.
Hopefully we're allowed to stay here. Honestly, I'm not really sure. It kind of looks like it's just a roadside pullout. Pretty sure it's in a state/national park though. I don't know, I think it's in one of the state parks. But we're gonna go for it until someone tells us to leave. We're gonna walk around. I haven't seen any no camping signs yet. That doesn't mean there aren't any. I'll go look over where the signs are, see what it says, but we're gonna go for it. It's on ouRVan. There's a bunch of reviews of people saying they stayed here. Couldn't be any closer to the water, so we're gonna give it a go.
Well, real quick, I wanted to show you the view from inside the RV. We turned the van so that all our windows were facing out at the ocean and we can watch the beach right from our bed. And this is one of those places where you just have a moment of gratitude.
Yep. And I know the windows are dirty, but look at this view. This has to be the best view we've ever had out our windows. Look at this.
Alright guys, so it's the next day and last night went great. We didn't have any issues. No one came and knocked on our door. It was quiet. The water was beautiful, the waves while we were sleeping, and we actually had a couple other people join us. There was probably like 2 or 3 other people in the parking lot with us, so we didn't feel alone.
So we're gonna wrap up this video here. I guess the moral of the story here is that even when we think we're rolling into a difficult area to camp, we can find something. Those 2 apps are our general go-tos, but also we use a few other sources, a couple websites, freecampsites.net we'll look at. We just go on Google Maps, look at spots to check out the satellite view of what the area actually looks like before we get there. I'm just watching the dog to make sure he doesn't run into the road here. And yeah, we've...
But like 95% of the time, maybe even a little more, we use these 2 apps, I feel like.
Yeah, and on this entire trip, I don't think we've ever wanted to sleep somewhere and haven't been able to find a spot within, I don't know, maybe maximum 20 miles away, but that's rare that we'd ever even have to be that far from where we want to be. You can always find a place to stay. So, I'm going to wrap up that video here, catch up with you on the next one, and see you next time.